In a quiet mountain town near Matsumoto, Japan, men and women in their 90s still walk to the market every morning. Up the hill, back down, baskets in hand, no cane, no walker. The average American the same age now measures the whole day in steps from the bed to the bathroom. Same age, same two legs, and a completely different ending. And almost nobody is willing to say why. While our doctors handed us pills and our food companies handed us shortcuts, ordinary families across Japan quietly kept walking a certain way. And they're outliving us by years. Nobody taught us this. We were never in the room. Today I'll show you 10 of those walking habits, and every single one is free. Number 9 is the reason the 10,000 steps a day goal you've been chasing was never about your health at all. And number 2 is something most American doctors have never once connected to your fading memory. This channel keeps digging up what modern medicine quietly forgot. So subscribe, or the simplest free habits keeping these folks sharp. At 90, stay buried with everything else we lost. Number 10, the walk that starts the moment you finish eating. In Japan, when the meal is over, people don't sink into the couch. They get up and take a slow, easy stroll around the block, through the garden, down to the corner and back. They call it the after-dinner walk, and it's so ordinary that nobody thinks of it as exercise. It's just what you do once the dishes are cleared. Here in America, the after-dinner ritual is the recliner and the remote. We were sold the idea that resting after a big meal is good for you. But a gentle 10 or 15 minutes on your feet, right after eating, is one of the kindest, most studied habits in the world. Easier on a tired body than anything in a gym, and free. You don't have to go far. To the mailbox and back is plenty. The point isn't speed. The point is that you moved when your body needed it most, instead of sitting still and slowly stiffening into the chair. Number 9, the number on your fitness tracker that was never real. You've heard it 1,000 times. 10,000 steps a day. It's on the watch, the phone, the poster at the doctor's office. And we chase it like gospel. But almost nobody tells you where that number came from. Back in 1965, right after the Tokyo Olympics, a Japanese company sold one of the first step counters and gave it a catchy name, the Manpo-K, which means, word for word, the 10,000 step meter. The number wasn't medicine. It was a product name. It simply fit nicely on the dial. And the cruel part, when researchers finally studied it, pooling data on more than 200,000 people, they found real benefits showing up at around 4,000 steps, not 10. So if you felt like a failure every night your watch glows red at 7,000, breathe. You were chasing an advertisement, and you were doing just fine. Now, before we go on, stay with me, because number 2 is the one I'd circle in red. It's a 30-second thing you can do holding your kitchen counter, and scientists have tied it to something most people would never guess, your memory. We'll get there. First, number 8, the walk where the trees do half the work. In 1982, Japan's forestry agency gave a name to something the country had done for centuries, Shinrin-yoku. It translates beautifully as forest bathing. It doesn't mean a hard hike. It means walking slowly among trees. No destination, no step goal, just the smell of the woods, the light through the leaves, the sound of your own feet on the path. While we were told to push harder, sweat more, and treat exercise like punishment, families in Japan were strolling under cedar trees and calling it medicine. And the studies backed them up. Researchers have measured lower blood pressure and lower stress hormones in people after unhurried time among trees. You don't need a mountain, a park with old trees, a tree-lined street, a quiet trail. That's enough. Leave the phone in your pocket. Let the walk be slow. For a generation taught that only the hard stuff counts, this one almost feels like cheating. Number 7, walking from your center, not your feet. Watch an older Japanese man cross a courtyard and you'll notice something. He doesn't shuffle and stare at the ground. He walks tall, eyes level with the horizon, moving from somewhere low in his belly. In the old martial arts, they call that center the tanden, the body's true point of balance, a couple of inches below the navel. Now think about what we're told instead. American seniors hear it again and again. Watch your feet, look down, be careful. And so they hunch, eyes nailed to the carpet, which actually tips the weight forward and makes a stumble more likely, not less. Lifting your gaze and letting your steps rise from your center keeps your spine stacked and your weight where it belongs. A physical therapist will tell you the same thing in plainer words. Head up, shoulders back. The samurai just got there first. Walk like you still belong in the room. Because you do. Number 6. The bumpy path that beats the smooth one. Stroll through a Japanese park and you may find a stretch of path made of smooth river stones set into the ground. Uneven, knobbly, the kind of surface we'd pave right over here. Older folks walk it slowly, in soft shoes or bare feet, and they do it on purpose. It sounds backwards. We're told flat and even is always safer. But the research says otherwise. At the Oregon Research Institute, scientists put adults aged 60 to 92 on cobblestone-style mats 3 times a week and compared them to people doing ordinary walking. The stonewalkers came out ahead. Better balance, steadier on their feet, and even lower blood pressure. The reason seems simple. A smooth floor asks nothing of you. An uneven surface wakes up the feet and ankles, the very parts that keep you standing. Now, please, hold a rail, start on something gentle, and only if you're already steady. But the lesson holds. A little wobble, done safely, is how the body remembers how to balance. We're halfway home, and this is where it gets good. The next habit was tested at a Japanese university and quietly beat ordinary walking at its own game. And the memory trick from number 2 is now just a few steps away. Stay with me. Number 5. 3 minutes hard, 3 minutes easy. Most of us walk at one speed, the same comfortable amble, day after day. In the city of Matsumoto, researchers at Shinshu University tried something different. They had older adults walk briskly for 3 minutes, fast enough that you could still talk but couldn't quite sing, then slow down for 3 easy minutes and repeat. Back and forth, about 30 minutes in all. While American seniors were warned to take it easy and not strain themselves, these walkers in their 60s and 70s were gently pushing, then recovering, then pushing again. And in the published results, they built more leg strength and better fitness than the steady-pace walkers, with lower blood pressure to show for it. You decide what brisk means for you. Catch your breath on the easy stretch. And if you've got a heart condition, clear it with your doctor first, and never walk into chest pain or dizziness. But for a tired pair of legs, those little bursts, wake up muscle, the flat stroll forgot. Number 4, the samurai walk that spares your hips. This next one, almost no one in this country has heard of. In old Japan, the era of farmers carrying loads up terraced hills and swordsmen moving in heavy armor, people walked in a style called nanba. Instead of swinging the opposite arm and leg, the way we're all taught, the same side arm and leg travel together. Less twist through the spine, less grinding at the hips. We were handed the marching band walk, left arm, right leg, and told that's just how humans move. But that constant twisting wrings the lower back and hips like a wet towel year after year. Researchers who measured nanba walking found it spread the impact more kindly through the ankles and hips with less wasted energy. You don't have to march like a soldier. Just soften the twist, let the same side go along together a little, and feel how your back stops fighting you. Old bodies were never meant to corkscrew with every single step. And this is where it gets interesting. The next one isn't really about your legs at all. It's a walking habit that quiets the mind, the kind of thing monks have done for 1,000 years. And right after it, number 2, the 30-second move tied to your memory. Almost there. Number 3, the walk that's really a meditation. In Zen monasteries, between long stretches of sitting still, the monks rise and walk, slowly, deliberately, one small step for each full breath. They call it kinhin. The eyes stay soft and low, the hands fold at the chest, and the whole mind narrows to one thing, the feeling of each foot meeting the floor. Meditation got sold to us as something you buy. an app, a subscription, a cushion, a weekend course. Meanwhile, in temples across Japan, the answer to a racing mind was simply to walk and breathe at the same time and pay attention. No purchase necessary. For anyone lying awake at night with a mind that won't quit, the worries, the what-ifs, the empty house, this is a gentle place to set all of that down. Breathe in, lift the foot. Breathe out, set it down. 10 minutes of that down a quiet hallway, and the noise in your head gets a little softer. It costs nothing but your attention. All right, this is the one I told you to wait for. Number 2, the 30-second habit you can do holding your kitchen counter, and the strange reason scientists think it reaches all the way up to your memory. Number 2, the heel drop that may reach your brain. It's almost too simple. You stand tall, rise up onto the balls of your feet, and then let your heels drop back down to the floor. A soft, solid thud through the bones. In Japan, it's called kakato otoshi, the heel drop, and people do it while waiting for the kettle, one hand on the counter for safety. Here's the part that stops you cold. When you load a bone like that, the bone releases a hormone called osteocalcin. And researchers at Columbia University found, in animal studies so far, that osteocalcin doesn't only build bone. It travels to the brain, to the very region that handles memory. They also found those levels naturally fall as we get older. Think about what we were always told. Bones are just the frame, the brain is something separate, but the body may be quietly wired the other way. Strong, well-used bones sending signals upstairs. Scientists are still piecing this together, so check with your doctor, especially if your bones are fragile. But a few gentle heel drops a day with a hand on the counter, that's about as free as anything gets. Number 1, the walk you don't take alone. Go to almost any park in Japan at 6:30 in the morning and you'll see it. Groups of older people, dozens of them, standing in loose rows, doing the same gentle stretches to the same familiar music drifting from a little speaker. It's called Radio Taiso, radio calisthenics, broadcast across the country since 1928, and afterward, they walk, together. The same faces, the same paths, every single morning. This is the one that matters most because it answers the quiet thing so many of us carry. Here, growing older too often means growing alone. The spouse gone, the children far away, the days stretching out silent. Over there, the morning walk is a standing appointment with other human beings. You are expected. Someone notices if you don't show up. The doctors will tell you that movement adds years. What they're slower to say is that being missed, being part of something, may matter just as much. So don't only walk where there are people, wave at someone, let them wave back. So there they are, 10 free habits, none of them sold to us, all of them quietly keeping people on their feet and sharp into their 90s, while we were handed pills and recliners and a number on a watch. Now here's what I want from you. Don't try all 10. Pick one, just one. Maybe the after-dinner stroll, maybe 30 seconds of heel drops at the counter tonight. Try it this week and tell me in the comments which one you picked. I read them because none of this was ever a secret. It was just forgotten, traded away for the easy chair and the quick fix, while people half a world away kept doing the simple things and kept their years. The walking was always free. The only question left is whether we still remember how.